Little by Little has not been seen, and we don't want to tell you who Little by Little is because he was only here for a very short time. But Little by Little, sometimes, I don't know, it's just a weird name, and somebody came by and said, "Hi, I'm Little by Little," and proceeded to torture me for about 24 hours, and then went quiet, and some maybe 8 months later, Little by Little kind of tiptoed out of the room and left. And sometimes we get messages from Little by Little, but not today. We just sometimes say Little by Little hasn't been heard from. How did Little by Little torture me? Lindsey Buckingham, who was a singer and guitarist for Fleetwood Mac, had his own career afterwards, wrote not really, it wasn't a hit song. It was on like one of their greatest hits albums or something, as you know, like a bonus feature. And his song was called My Little Demons. And it was kind of the idea, I think, that in the history of Fleetwood Mac in the 1970s, they were known to be sniffing a lot of white powders, and the idea was that there was demons that would possess you to make you do these things. So he wrote about My Little Demons, and Little by Little was not interested in white powders. Little by Little wasn't interested in alcohol or cigarettes. Little by Little was only interested in one thing. Little by Little was a poet. And apparently no one really appreciated Little by Little's poetry. So Little by Little got up real close to me and proceeded to give me the Little by Little poetry slam for a good 24 hours straight without breaks, not even bathroom breaks. Little by Little is the most unbelievably talented rapper. Little by Little went for a solid 24 hours. And every line that Little by Little delivered to my hearing system started off with the words, Little by Little. Little by little, there's a cat and a fiddle. Little by little, I had to get in the triddle. Little by little, I can't do it. But little by little could. For 24 hours at that rapid fire pace. I had no break. Finally, it was done. How annoying would it be if we crazy glued your ass to a chair and then we got someone, a rap artist, to rap rapid fire like a machine gun at you for 24 hours? You had no advanced warning it was going to happen. You didn't have time to go to the bathroom or grab a bag of chips. You were just crazy glued and you had to do it. And you didn't know it was going to be 24 hours. You thought, I don't know, he'll be done, And some of these rappers will go for 15 minutes. You give them a drive and they'll give you a rap for about 15 minutes. And after about 45 seconds, you've had enough. And then you're kind of like, you can't get the wherewithal to say, okay, I've had enough. So, you put on kind of a grin and you nod your head, when this goes on. And if they do quit within 15 minutes, you got to get away from them right away because they're going to give you another 15 minutes once they catch their breath. But Little by Little didn't use traditional ways. He didn't crazy glue me to a chair. Little by Little got a hold of it's a gizmo It's called a synthetic telepathy machine. And what happens is, little by little, sits in a control room and delivers his lines into a microphone that's tied to an advanced computer system. And the advanced computer system is, well, long story short, that's what it is. It's a synthetic telepathy maker. And what they do is they use synthetic telepathy to deliver, little by little's rap, directly by telepathy into my head. And in addition to listening to Little by Little, they sent a carrier wave of a noise like that. A very annoying noise. And with the noise came a we call it like aggravating vibration that goes right into your bones. That for 24 hours by synthetic telepathy. I'm going to have to label this as one of the campfire stories, ghost stories, stories for boys and girls, stories for girls and boys. This is a synchronicity. This is an incredible synchronicity. This noise is perfect for this video. Now what it is way over there where the houses are, somewhere in the backyard, someone's got a skill saw and they just started cutting wood. Just at the perfect time in this story. It couldn't get any more perfect. And the universe delivers this so I can tell the story. But the universe delivered little by little directly into my head too. So it's not like I feel very grateful to the universe for putting me through this. The universe has got a sixth sense about how these things work. And they, I was going to say a sixth sense of humor. But anyway, the sixth sense that the universe has is, oh, this is going to be a good one. And let's see how we can... I don't know how it does it. I mean, did it just like that person was sitting in the living room of their house and they just finished their coffee and then they just got the idea, I've got to go out there and cut some lumber. And the universe just went ting and the person went to the backyard, got the skill saw, and right when I want to tell you about what it's like to hear something like this for 24 hours straight. That is Little by Little. Rumpelstiltskin, the associate, why is he the associate? Because he said, I'm associated with you and you can't get rid of me. He's the one that came up with all these names for horror stories. Rumpelstiltskin still doesn't want to tell you too much about Little by Little because he has a backstory that he hasn't presented to us. But Rumpelstiltskin described Little by Little. He looked like the actor from, I don't know, let's say the 1980s, Donald Pleasence. Donald Pleasence was picked to play Satan in a biblical film about the crucifixion of Jesus. He was known for being in these kind of well, what kind of movies are there? They're dark, and they're twisted, and they're very mental. You seem to be in these kind of movies. Could be thrillers too, I suppose. Anyways, when Little by Little left, he didn't look like Donald Pleasance. When we'd been flashed to Donald Pleasance before, Little by Little looked like a little ballerina boy who just sort of tiptoed out of the room. We didn't see, you know, why do we say it? Just Rumpelstiltskin said he hangs out. Well, Rumpelstiltskin is technically an elf, and he hangs around with all these other different characters who belong to different kinds of groups that are, well, imps. What's an imp? Well, an imp is kind of a grotesque thing, you know, like those grotesque little things some people put in gardens, or they put on the sides of weird looking churches or Masonic lodges or something. Garden gnomes that really are like not pretty. So Rumpy used to hang out with those, and Little by Little was classified as an imp. We have other characters that I talk about from time to time. King Clancy is a cartoon from television's The Simpsons. Clancy Wiggum, the police chief. He has a friend, and he's a really nasty alcoholic. One of those alcoholics that once they get into a bottle of any kind of hard liquor, they turn mean. Really, really mean. And so we're probably going to classify this one as a hardcore alcoholic. What species, we're not really going to tell you, but definitely a hardcore mean alcoholic. Unrepentant alcoholic.